Many years ago I did it. Oh, I've just realised we've got to go live. Just waiting for... Yeah, we're ready. So we're going to go to the adverts. It's about 30 seconds and then we get going. Okay, so going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Perfect Acceleration Sim Racing and welcome back to the PASR MX5 Cup. We are here for the 6th and final round at Brands Hatch. Jack Werrell joining you in the commentary box once again, this week with Zach Sweeney. We'll get to a chat with Zach in just a few moments' time. Of course, we've got Tom O'Farrell, the broadcast director, showing us the brilliant imagery we can see behind the graphic at the moment. And of course, Mick Sutton, the man behind it all at PASR, the series organiser. As mentioned, we are here for the 6th and final round at Brands Hatch. We kicked off the season 6 weeks ago on the national layout of Donington Park. Since then, we've been north of the border into Scotland on the outside of Leo Bell. So Leo Bell on the inside heading in towards Druids. Kyle Velvers so late on the brakes all the way around the outside. James Pepper tries to follow him. That will change to the inside down in towards Graham Hill Bend. Leo Bell could go from second right the way down to fourth at the moment. It's all gone wrong at the back. That's Thomas Potter and Nathan Bell, unfortunately. Spinning through, 360 degrees is Leo Bell. Nathan Williams involved in that one as well. He's got a championship to think about. So too does Leo. So Leo drops down the order right the way down into 11th. Harry Dios on a mission right the way up the inside. So leading by almost a second already is Luke Sindler, but in hot pursuit is James Pepper. Kyle Felber sat in P3 right underneath the rear of James Pepper's car. Jordan Taylor again just letting us know that the main beam works on his car, so he's hunting down the rest of the top three, but he's got Nathan Williams, Ash Hill, Sam Chilton, Kieran Roberts, Nathan Snaith, Olivia Kronoska all stacked up behind him. So from 4th right the way down to what is 10th, they're all in with a shout of all of those positions up the road. Jordan Taylor, maybe a small mistake, or Nathan Williams, pardon me, maybe a small mistake as Jordan Taylor gets through. First lap, for the moment, it seems to have gone quite well. Never mind. So Nathan Williams, maybe slightly overeager on the throttle, not willing to lift out, and that's spun Jordan Taylor into the wall, and he's trying to rejoin as safely as possible. Nathan Williams nips up the inside, so too does Thomas Potter. Back to the front. Look how close that lead gap is now. Luke Sindler, he's lost loads of time.
Yeah, spoke a little bit too soon, but a lead fight nonetheless, also take priority for just the moment. Sindler doing a good job as to maintain that pole position for the time being. Pepper, though, applying the pressure. Felvis there, of course, with the championship on the line. He's completed a lap, so to the best of my knowledge, that means he is confirmed as the championship. Pepper going up into, of course, Druids, not quite able to find the inside line. Sindler, though, doing his best job is to secure that first win of the season.
Yeah, we've had a mistake for Kieran Roberts as he's dropping down the order. Nathan Snaith loses out to Olivia Kronoska, who's up to 7th. What a way to bounce back after a week off. Olivia Kronoska right the way up into 7th place. James Pepper, does he necessarily prefer putting the pressure on or having to be the one to deal with it? We've seen him in both situations and he deals with them both very, very well. Luke Sindler, he just washed slightly wide of the apex there as he heads towards Pilgrim's Drop, so that's a position loss. Leo Bell's trying to carve his way back up through the order after the incident earlier on with Nathan Williams. James Pepper getting closer and closer and closer. Is he going to have a look to the inside at Hawthorne? Surely not. It's such a quick corner. Just dips the nose up the inside. That gets in Luke Sindler's head. It forces the mistake. Luke Sindler onto the gravel and onto the grass. Joins behind Kyle Felber, so James Pepper to the lead. Kyle Felber's up to 2nd, Luke Sindler down to 3rd, maybe 4th as Nathan Williams approaches at a rapid rate of knots. Ash Hill, we said keep an eye on him, he's up to 5th place. Sam Chilton, the man that really deserves a bit more out of this championship, he's up to 6th, a little bit of away from the rest of the top 5, but he is in those point scoring places. Nathan Williams, he saw what was happening. Ash Hill promotes himself up into 3rd. What a move. But Luke Sindler got slightly turned there by Nathan Williams. But hats off to Nathan. He did give him the opportunity to rejoin by jumping on the brakes, but immediately bites back and jumps into 4th.
Yeah, Luke Sindler really having a poor second half to that lap, not liking things at all. Pepper leads from Felvis and Hill, who was immediately on to capitalise his Snaith versus Chilton as they emerge themselves onto the pitch straight towards Paddock Hill Bend. Of course, on the left, that's going to be Snaith trying to go the long way around. It's doable, definitely tricky, easy to get a snap of oversteer as well. Going to send the move in, huge bit of contact. They both go sideways. Of course, Snaith the worst off. There's more contact as Chilton rejoins contact with a couple of people. I think that's Dios in the gravel trap trying to rejoin. It's absolute havoc here at Paddock Hill Bend. And I think
right to the very end of not only race 1 but race 2, further down the order, Thomas Potter, he's trying to fight back on Kieran Roberts, squeezed for room onto the grass, a little bit of door-to-door contact, but as they cross the line absolutely together, it's brilliant racing in the mid-pack as well.
Yeah, brilliant racing up and down the order. Kieran Roberts, of course, not having the best of previous laps, but trying to get the up and under, definitely doable. And a nice little look already alongside uphill braking, of course, so assisted by gravity, allows you to be, albeit now under pressure once again from the pole sitter of Sittler, who's looking to fight his way back forward at the very least to limit the damage to James Pepper in that fight for second in the championship. But I suppose most importantly, he needs to finish ahead of Williams for that all-important third place, because even if it's not second, P3 is where you start winning the prize money, and then also an extra fiver if he's able to get ahead of Hill for third. But you and I both know, Jack, is that if there's anything about Ash Hill, it's that he doesn't like to give up places easily.
No, he knows how to defend, and defend well, does Ash Hill. So Luke Sintler at the moment, his main priority is not only getting into those top three and getting past Ash Hill, it will be getting Ash Hill between himself and Nathan Williams, because if you can put a car between yourself and your rival, which is what he's trying to do all the way around the outside at Paddock Hill Bend, they're drawn level at the exit, a bit of contact between the pair of them. Nathan Williams, ever the optimist, a big lunge up the inside, the car squirms left and right under heavy braking. Luke Sintler doing everything he can just to hold that outside line. He's going to look to the inside, down in towards Graham Hill-Brand later on the brakes, grabs the apex, parks it on the apex. Brilliant move from Luke Sintler. What that has now done is bottlenecked those two cars behind. Ash Hill is recovering from poor momentum on the exit. Nathan Williams has had to brake in response. Nathan immediately looking to the inside on the run through Surtees. Almost contact between the pair of them. They go slightly deep, running wide as they go up the hill and then towards Pilgrim's Drop. Luke Sintler, he's played that absolutely perfectly. He's got into third, put a car between himself and Nathan Williams, compromised that car very slightly, and then he's starting to run away. He's over half a second clear of Ash Hill behind now. Ash Hill, Leo Bell, he is running around in the background, very wide on the exit of Sterling's. There is Nathan, so that will be another sort of track limits warning picked up for him, something we maybe need to worry about as well, because post-race penalties can still be applied, and that can still change the look of the championship. We will call it as we see it. Olivia Kronoska, I was about to mention, has worked her way up into P7, but unfortunately, a bit of rally crossing. However, I fear that was aided by Jordan Taylor. Looking at Jordan Taylor's car, he jumped on the brakes, and I think he maybe helped Olivia find the gravel trap there.
Yeah, nice sportsmanship shown, of course, to be joined potentially there by Cornelius, not a million miles away going into Graham Hill Bend here at turn number 3. So Kronoska under a lot of pressure, and the up and under there going in towards 30s. Jordan Taylor might be eyeing it up. I think things better of it, though.
Yeah, he had a little look. I was about to say, Olivia Kronoska, so good on the defending side of things. What has happened to Nathan Williams? A missed gear, maybe a bit of damage, I don't know. Going very slowly indeed. The car is being pulled off the racing line. Is it tracking straight? That may have been quite a large accident for Nathan Williams, I think. That or something has gone all kinds of wrong. Has he left it on quali fuel? That could be a worry as well, because he's gone very, very slowly. Is he back up to racing speed through there? The car... Maybe. It's quite a weird one from Nathan. Yeah, brilliant work from James Pepper. So he comes across the line and wins race 1 here at Brands Hatch. But I think the man that has stolen the show, not only this evening, but all season, is Kyle Feld.
Didn't have the cleanest race as well. Did have a big old moment through Paddock Hill to finish inside the top 10. Very, very respectable stuff. And yeah, all to gain really in race 2. He's going to be further up the field. Of course, still a good bit of ground to make up. All is possible going into, well, the final race of the season. 20 minutes on the clock, and, well, that'll be it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Zach. So we've got the final few cars coming towards the line. So Sam Chilton, he's just edging his way through the final corner now. In hot pursuit is Jordan Taylor, but of course Jordan has put himself in a rather good position for the start of race 2. He will be on the front row of the reverse grid, finishing in 14th place. So Sam Chilton over the line in 14th, Jordan Taylor in 15th, and then we await the arrival of Nathan Bell, who again showcased some good pace, but a few small mistakes just cost him so dear, and he will cross the line 15th and our final finisher. But we do have our top 2 at the moment. Hopefully our top 3 will join us in the commentary box in a few moments' time. James Pepper, what a way to really kick off the final round of the season. You got to the front nice and early and built that gap. There was a little bit of defending sort of involved, but as soon as you got away, that was it really. You just controlled that gap and crossed the line P1.
Yeah, it was a great race.
Yeah, hopefully, I think, you know, same as every week. Like I say, just go into it like it's round 1 of the season and just try and get the best result I can. Brands actually
to whatever happens.
Yeah, as the plan was for Alton, I've just got to sort of keep as close to the likes of, in this case, Luke, Kyle, and I think it's Ash that was also
a car that I really enjoy as well. So yeah.
Great stuff. Brilliant to hear, Luke. I'll let you go as race 2 is very shortly getting underway. As everybody is already on the grid, I'll very briefly run you through the order in which they line up. Nathan Bell lines up in pole position with Jordan Taylor alongside. Then it's Sam Chilton and Thomas Potter on row 2. Row 3 is Peter Cornelius and Olivia Kronowska. Harry Dios lines up with Nathan Snaith alongside. Then it is Kieran Roberts and Leo Bell, followed by Nathan Williams and Ash Hill. Keep an eye on Ash, see how he can convert a slightly further back row start, if you will, into race 2. And the final full row, we've got Luke Sintler and Kyle Fulvers, and all on his own is James Pepper. Up at the front, who gets the best start? Will it be Nathan Bell? Will it be Jordan Taylor? Can we expect a final good result from Jordan Taylor? It lights up the rear axle, does our pole sitter Nathan Bell. That allows Jordan Taylor to draw himself alongside. Coming over in response to the attack is Sam Chilton. He immediately tries to edge his way up through the inside. Sam Chilton, he's gone for the lead, has compromised on the exit is Jordan Taylor. Nathan Bell runs out wide. Nathan Snaith has spun through 90 degrees in the background and gets caught in the gravel trap, not the start he would have wanted. Leo Bell is that? No, that's Nathan Bell that is pointing towards the barrier now. I think he was the only calamity heading through Druids. Harry Dios off the road but rejoins as carefully as possible, makes contact there with Nathan Williams as he washes wide all the way up the grass and can't get the car pointed the right way. Everything swings the way of Luke Sintler all of a sudden because he is carving his way up through the order as best as possible. He's up into 11th. However, James Pepper has already worked his way in front. A bit more contact further back. Thomas Potter fired towards the wall and him towards the tyres, so he's down into 12th place. Sam Chilton leads from Jordan Taylor. Then it's Kieran Roberts, Olivia Kronowska, Peter Cornelius, Leo Bell, Harry Dios fighting away with Kyle Fulvers. Kyle puts a wheel on the grass. He's still on the outside of Harry Dios as we approach Hawthorns. Absolutely nose to tail. A big lunge up the inside there from Luke Sintler. He's trying to carve his way up through the inside. Harry Dios loses the tail end of the car. It all gets collected up very quickly. And in all of that, Luke Sintler somehow managed to get in front of James Pepper, and Kyle Fulvers still trying to work his way through and past Harry Dios, which he does now by the time we arrive heading through Piff Path. So Dingledale, pardon me. So now in towards Westfield or Stirling, it all starts to calm down. I'm getting all of my corner names mixed up, but that's because it's still going on. I really don't know where to look, Zach.
Yeah, no, respect to Tom O'Farrell, to be fair. As good of a driver he is, I think he might just be a slightly better producer because of keeping up with all of this action.
Pepper hot on his heels. Jordan Taylor unable to make a move for the lead heading in towards turn 1, but James Pepper somehow managing to hold on to P4. It may turn into P3 here as he dives to the inside on the run up towards Druids. Jordan Taylor has still got it all going on, so James Pepper up into P3, a wobble on the apex, but does manage to secure that come the exit, or does he? Now down in towards Graham Hill Bend. Carl Fulvers immediately fighting back and back up into 3rd place, still with James Pepper hot on his heels. A bit of oversteer compromises his exit. Leo Bell has got the best, so too has Ash Hill. So Luke Sintler has gone from bad to worse. Now he's trapped behind these two. He's looking for a way through, but it's not going to work. Sam Chilton on the outside, Ash Hill on the inside. Ash Hill does make the inside work. We've now got Kyle Fulvers and James Pepper all going for the lead. Kieran Roberts on the inside on the run up towards Druids Corner. That will evolve to the outside if they remain as they are, heading down in towards Graham Hill Bend, but immediately over to defend is Kieran Roberts, holding that inside, desperate just to hold on to the lead, and Kyle Fulvers knocks him wide. That allows James Pepper to edge his way to the outside. The door closes and he finds the tyre wall. Leo Bell, somehow he arrived in 5th. He's in the lead.
Result for Leo Bell, absolutely amazing couple of corners. What does this mean for the championship as well? Because Sintler's there in 5th. Pepper was involved in that collision and is now stranded in 8th place, of course, still battling away with Kieran Roberts. But if Sintler can able to get himself involved in this battle, he could well be able to snag himself potentially up there in the championship. Fulvers battling with him, that fight for the lead. The outside, though, held firm by Leo Bell. Now towards the next right-hander. Fulvers having to back out of all of it. 13 minutes left on the clock, and it's not settled down one bit here at Brands Hatch.
No, and of course, Leo Bell came into this round on 208 points, only 9 points away from Luke Sintler. So with Leo Bell now up into P2, we will obviously wait for the points just to update us. They don't update exactly live. We've got Tom working away in the background trying to get them right for us. But Kyle Fulvers currently back in the lead. Leo Bell P2. He was only 5th arriving this evening, but with some good points on the board, we could see him up to what, maybe 3rd potentially. Luke Sintler up now the order. That's allowed Williams to capitalise, and it's still all change at the front because Leo Bell with a massive side swipe on Jordan Taylor. Jordan is defending for his life for this win. Kyle Fulvers, don't rule him out.
No, absolutely not. Of course, the best way to round off the championship would be the win and, of course, the championship win for the final round of the season. At the moment, he's there in P2, but firmly in the fight, and round goes Taylor, and he's collected Sintler, I think, momentarily. I think that might be Ash Hill, actually. Sintler rejoins the race in 3rd, albeit a couple of seconds off the top 2, but do not count these two out on catching back up, as I'm sure the top two will continue their battle, particularly as Felvis doesn't look like he's going anywhere in hammering for that race lead. Side by side towards the final corner, Sintler trying to consolidate third, Ash Hill on his inside, but now is the time, if they want to win this race, to work together. Still just over half this race left to go. It's still doable, 2.5 seconds, easily closed if they can just put their differences aside, put the
Cannot
ego...
rule him out still with this long left in the race. Now we might see a change for the lead. Kyle Felvis late on the brakes, dives his way up through the inside, but the momentum swings the way of Leo Bell all the way around the outside. So a good move from Leo Bell, holds the lead on the run up towards Druids. By the time we arrive, Kyle Felvis gets up the inside and gets the lead away. Leo Bell, he'll be looking to finish higher than he has so far this season. The highest he's finished is third. Second would be nice, but he wants to hold that lead for the final, 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in this season.
Yeah, and he's doing a pretty good job of doing it, to be fair, considering Carl Felvis has fairly dominated this championship as such. I mean, rounding off the championship going with